Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of Sharon's Home and Garden. So as you can see, I've been busy, my hands are dirty, and today I got to plant my tomatoes and peppers. Let me show you how I did it. First thing I want to do when I plant my tomatoes is I separate them into type. So they're all grouped together by type. I've got several of every different variety. Here, here, and over there. So what I have, these are Plum Regal. They're a plum tomato. They are a determinate tomato. These are called Damsel. They are indeterminate tomato, pink, and they get to be about 8 to 12 ounces. These are called Country Taste. They're an indeterminate tomato. They get up to be about 8 ounces. They're a slicing tomato. These are called Defiant. They're a determinate tomato and they get to be about 6 to 8 ounces. These are called Mountain Merit. They are a determinate tomato. They get to be about 8 to 10 ounces. These are Sun Gold. They're an indeterminate cherry tomato. The most delicious cherry tomato you'll ever eat. These are called Jasper. These are an indeterminate tomato. They're also a cherry. Sun Gold is not hybrid. Jasper is a hybrid. And these are called Martha Washington. They are a pink slicer and they get from 8 to 16 ounces. I gotta tell you, these are some of the sickliest tomatoes I have ever seen. I mean, they're really sickly looking. I've never had this kind of problems this early. So I'm hoping they just need to go in the ground. If I'm guessing right, I'm thinking they might be a little pot bound. We'll see when I take them out of the pots. So we need to get these in the ground. So I have 8 varieties of tomatoes. Some I will grow more than once. Some I will only grow one plant of them. And I have, how many spots? I think I have 11 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, possibly 12 spots here. So let's pick out what we want where. Okay, I have them all set out here. 12 tomatoes, plants. Now all I have to do is put them in the ground. So here is our tomato plant. I'm going to plant this as deep as I can, but I'm working in confines of this size of a hole. I might make this one bigger actually. Okay, that's a little better. I'm just going to dig a hole. I'm just dumping the dirt in a tray here. And I'm going to go down as far as I can. There we go, that's good. I'm going to put like a teaspoon taking off this bottom leaf. Sticking it in there. Ground is really wet. Not wet, damp wet, because we've had a lot of rain here. I'm not going to complain though. There we go. So I'm going to do that all the way down the row. Okay, that is done. I got them all in here. And then I couldn't resist. I put a sun gold next to my cucumbers, and I will train it to go up and over this trellis. So that should be fun. One of the things you'll notice is that a lot of people who plant their tomatoes will plant them very deep. There are a couple reasons why I didn't do that. First of all, it's really hard to go deep in such a small hole. And I didn't want to pull up the landscape fabric and then put it back down again. Secondly, I don't have the hand strength for that in that little bitty hole. If I could use a shovel, which I did end up using my small shovel for some of the other holes, then it's a little easier. If I had more room, it would be a little easier. So you want to plant your tomatoes as deep as you can dig a hole for them. But these are deep enough. I mean, they were in pretty deep pots. They were in 6-inch deep pots already. So they'll be fine. I have all the confidence in the world that they will be fine. So a few of them were tall enough that I was able to put a clip on them. If you use these plastic clips, you have to watch as your tomato grows and take them off as they get bigger. And basically I take them off and I move them up as they grow up the trellis. Because you don't want to, believe it or not, that stem will get that big. And you don't want to prohibit the growth of that stem. Some of these needed supports, like this one I put a cane in. That one I put a cane in. And you can see that I just clipped it right to the cane. And that'll offer them some support until they can get tall enough for me to clip them to the trellis. Okay, for my peppers, I did the same thing that I did with my tomatoes, is I separated them out by variety. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 varieties here. Correction, I have 10 varieties. That one on the end there. And all these varieties are new to me, with the exception of a few. Okay, so I have a cheat sheet because I couldn't remember. The names are not familiar. You know, if you talk about banana pepper, for instance. These are banana peppers. We all know what a banana pepper looks like. It's a longer yellow pepper, sweet pepper. Habanada. These are no-heat habanadas. We all know what those look like. And these are jalapenos. Now, I don't know what color these are because I planted orange jalapenos, red jalapenos, yellow jalapenos, and green jalapenos. So we'll find out. It doesn't matter to me. They all taste the same. And California Wonder. It's a big green bell pepper. But this one is called Felicity. Sounds like something out of a Jane Austen novel. So Felicity is a no-heat jalapeno. Where the heck did they get that name from? Maybe people were really happy that they had found a no-heat jalapeno, so they were like, with much felicity, I'm introducing this no-heat jalapeno. Jeez. This one is called Suave. Suave Orange. It's a mild heat habanero. Unlike the habanada, which is a no heat, this is a habanero with mild heat. Aura here, and they all look the same, I understand that, is a yellow 4 to 5 inch pepper that's sweet. Its counterpart, Glow, is an orange sweet pepper, 4 to 5 inches long. Escamillo pepper, that's this one, is a yellow Italian frying pepper. It's sweet. What am I missing? Intruder is a green bell pepper. And I think that's all of them. So I'm going to pick the best ones. I have 10 holes. So I can put 1 or 2 plants. I think I'm going to put 2 plants in each hole. If you look at these holes, they're much bigger than the other ones. Like if I put my foot is about 1 foot long. I had my tomatoes in here last year. So I should be able to fit 2 pepper plants side by side. Now there are some people that say if you're planting hot peppers, you should plant them next to each other. I don't know about that. I'm just trying to fit as many plants as I can in as small space as I can. So let's get this done. Okay, to prune or not to prune? That is the question. Not to necessarily prune, but to top off. So some people will top off their peppers. They'll take the top off. I've never really done that, but since I'm planting 2 of everything, we're gonna do a little experiment. We're gonna top one and not top the other and see how we do. So here is a pepper plant. This is a banana pepper plant. They usually say to leave 4 leaves on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to top it off right there. Just like that. See that? And these other ones, now this pot happens to have 2 of them in, but I'm leaving these. So I pruned after 4 leaves, and this one 4 true leaves. That makes a difference. And this one I'm going to leave. And I'm going to do that with all of them right straight down the line. Supposedly, if you top them off, they get bushier, because it forces them. You can see here how there's a little plant growing right there, or a little branch. I think the mosquitoes are out. These will grow new branches, and the whole plant will get bushier and sturdier. We'll see. Now with peppers, I don't have to go as deep as I did with the tomatoes, so these should be much easier. Everything should go much quicker. I need a haircut. I really need a haircut. I have a little confession to make. I forgot to turn the camera on. Professional vlogger right here. Yeah, I forgot to turn the camera on. I always like do 1 or 2 without the camera on so I can kind of mess up, and then I have everything that I need, and I just forgot to turn it on. But I planted these exactly the same as I planted the tomatoes, except I just didn't plant as deep. So each set of 2, there are 2 peppers of each variety. And in each set, I've got the topped one and the one I didn't top. The topped one, the one I didn't top. And that goes all the way down the line. So we'll see by the end of the year if it made a difference to top those pepper plants. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you subscribe and come back and watch all these vegetables grow. Remember, if you like what you saw here, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And until next time, happy gardening, everybody. Bye-bye.